One other thing that I'll show you is sort of more of an automated way of doing this. First off, if I go back to my team here, you can see now a history. We've got a history of the game, and you can go back and look at that. I'm going to create a new game. And I'm going to have everybody in attendance. And I'm going to do a couple of automated things now. So I'm going to go to the upper right, sorry, the the upper right hand corner and click on the or tap on the three dots. Tap on the three dots. I'm going to click autofill. This is really nice because it randomly uh, sets your lineup for you. So it's super fair, super random, just automatically fills the field. Very nice. Now, in the lower left-hand part of the screen, you'll see there's an auto plan and a plus. There's two ways that you can do this. I'm going to show you how the auto plan works first. Well, I'll show you how the plus works first. If I hit the plus, I'll say, all right, I want to do a sub at 3 minutes and schedule. And I'm going to tap now on that. You see it's got a plus, a minus, and 3 minutes. I'm going to tap on the three until it's lit up. So basically, this is not lit up. This is lit up. And I'm going to make some substitutions. So I'm going to say at this point, notice, by the way, that when I tap on this and it lights up, you can see at that point all of the projected play times. Do you see how everyone's got 3 minutes on the field? So I'm going to take Brian and put him in for Danny. Henry, I'm going to put for Abby. And Jenny in for Evan. Okay? And then I'm going to hit the plus sign again in the lower left-hand corner. And I'm going to do this at 8 minutes. Schedule. All right. So now, can you see how that works? So now at 8 minutes, I'm going to substitute Abby in for Isaac. I'm going to substitute Danny in for Gloria, and I'm going to substitute Evan in for Chris. So basically what happens is you're building a plan of how you're going to substitute at various points in the game. And when you hit the play button, which I'll do right now, I'll hit play, continue, yes. I can now tap on the 3 minute plan, then tap sub, and I'll see exactly who's going where. Okay, so that's what I did. I created a plan, and now it's telling me who needs to go in. So I say, all right, Brian in for Danny, Henry in for Abby, Jenny in for Evan, go. Sub now, and there you go. And it's made the substitutions. Same thing again, I can tap at the 8 minute mark. Notice, by the way, that in the upper part of the screen, now the alarm clock is lit up and it says, hey, in 7 minutes and 22 seconds now, 7:20, 7:19, that's when you're going to make a sub. And if I tap on that alarm, you can actually have it alert you and like buzz in your pocket and say, make some subs. So I'll tap on the 8 minute and hit sub now, all that good stuff, right? So that's fun. That's exciting. So I'm gonna go ahead and X out of this upper left-hand corner, just hit the X. I'm gonna say do not save. Okay. Now I'm gonna create one last game, and this one's gonna be fully automated. So I'm gonna click create game. Everybody's here. Upper right-hand corner, three dots, autofill. There's my starting lineup. And now in the lower left-hand corner, I'm gonna tap auto plan. When I hit auto plan, it gives me sort of like okay, how do you want to do this? Do you want to exclude goalie time? So if you do that, then people playing goalie, that doesn't count towards their play time. So if you're running people 100% of the time as goalies, this is where you'd use it. I'm going to leave that off for now. The next, the sub interval calculation is basically saying how long should someone expect to be on the field before they get substituted. So in this case, it's between 5 and 10 minutes. I can grab the right slider and bring that down if I want, yeah, to like 6 minutes or 7 minutes or 8 minutes or something like that. The next is max number of players per substitution. In other words, for every substitution event, how many players do you want to actually switch around? And for larger teams and larger rosters, you can do, 4 or 5. For me personally, two is about the maximum I can do with 9-year-olds. And then these last two right here, assign positions only in individual playing time range. These are both advanced features that you got to pay for. So we're not going to talk about them. With that, I'm going to tap Create Plan, and subplan has been generated. There it is. It'll show you basically, okay, we've got some substitutions at 5, 10, and 15 minutes of when it's going to, what's going to happen. And I'll go back to the game. And I can see that at 5 minutes, I can tap on the 5 minutes in the lower part of my screen and then tap the sub button in the lower right-hand corner. And it'll show me exactly who needs to sub. And the same thing at 10 minutes, who needs to sub. And then at 15 minutes, who needs to sub. So there you go. That can be fully automated right there. And so you can let the system sort of run it for you if you want. Um, in my experience so far, it's a little chaotic and no plan survives contact with 9-year-olds. And so, generally speaking, I like to do the manual way where I'm just like moving people around instead of letting you do the auto plan. But I would imagine that for maybe some of the older kids, or if you've got an assistant coach or a parent running this, this could be very useful, and it has the added benefit of being randomized and sort of more fair in that regard. But there you go. That is the long and short of it. So good luck. And there's a whole bunch of other features in here, but hopefully this is enough to get you started.